Part 3 of the Brakkloof Pass covers the descent into the Coger River Valley as well as the climb out on the southern side. If you intend driving this pass, it's important to watch parts 1 and 2 sequentially, which include the orientation clips as well as other important information on tourism, safety and local history. At the 11.4 kilometer point, the summit is reached at 480 meters above sea level, where you can enjoy spectacular views over the Coger Valley. Just after commencing the descent, and 400 meters further, there's yet another Y junction. This road leads for many kilometers over the mountains to terminate at the Baviaans Lodge, which is the starting point of the Baviaans Coger 4x4 route. Our research has revealed that the owner of the farm to the west of the Baviaans Lodge has locked all of the gates on his property, so if you decide to venture east and explore this side of the track, you'll have to backtrack all the way. On the far side of the river, another 2 cliffs are clearly visible. The one to the right is also called Brakkloof, as if in confirmation that this is the most appropriate name for the pass, and the one to the left is called Kloof. If you get out of your vehicle near this bend and you peer down the steep drop-offs, you'll get a bird's eye view of the Coger River, and directly below you there's a weir. If the weather is warm and you're looking for a place to take a dip, any point where you can get access to the river will provide welcome relief from the heat. Even the final bridge over the river makes for fairly easy access to the water. Before 1769, only Khoi and San tribes lived in this area. This is evident due to the rock paintings found in the mountains around Haarlem's borders. Simon van der Stel of the Dutch East India Company sent a contingent of 21 men who were the first whites, led by Isaac Schrijver from the Cape to the Langkloof to search for the Khoi tribe, the Inquas. Records indicate that white settlers arrived and were given title to land from 1762. One unique family is the Zondags, who weren't the first white settlers, but they have owned their farm Avontuur continuously since 1765. The origins of Harlem, according to records, indicate that it was established on the farm called Welgelegen. This was during the time when the British colonial government was awarding grants on land on perpetual quadrant. Michael Haynes was one of the first recorded owners in 1821. Missionary work was done here by a congregational minister. It's rumored that the town of Harlem was named by homesick Dutch settlers after the town in Amsterdam, Holland. Harlem is a perfect example of a village that has its roots as a mission station. In their search for a central educational home for the Berlin Missionary Society, led by the Reverend Friedrich Preach, who was stationed at Amelinstein in the Klein Karoo, Harlem was deemed fit for a new mission station where missionaries and their staff's children could receive education together with the local existing community. In 1860, the Welgelegen settlement was bought by the Berlin Missionary Society with money donated by the Schmidt Fund. Over time, people from Germany, Scotland and Ireland arrived in the Langkloof, some at first working as labourers on neighbouring farms and later settled in Harlem, leasing land for subsistence farming. One of these new arrivals was the first mission manager, Heinrich Marcotte, in 1870. He worked in Harlem for 50 years until he was later transferred as a missionary to Stutterheim. After establishing the mission, even people other than missionaries and their families were drawn to the town. These included teachers and freed slaves. You are now faced with a stiff climb up the southern side of the valley via a single switchback with a wide 180-degree bend. The road gradually flattens out near the top, where the pass ends at the top of the next hill.